It's September 13th and you're watching GameSpot News. I'm Chris Waters here for the weekly Top 5 episode in which we run down the biggest announcements of the week for your enjoyment and edification. We got some big stories to cover and even a fresh new one for those of you who've been watching all week, so let's get it rolling. Lighting some fires in the number 5 slot today is a story hot off the presses that the PlayStation 4 is faster than the Xbox One. Anonymous developer sources told Edge magazine that memory reads on the PlayStation 4 are 40 to 50% faster and that the arithmetic logic unit on Sony's graphics card is twice as fast as its competition. In one example, a dev said that a current multi-platform title that could run at 30 frames per second at a resolution of 1920 by 1080 on the PS4 would run at 20-something frames per second at 1600 by 900 on the Xbox One. But the report also said that the Xbox One would likely be faster in other areas depending on the processes and assets being used. By the end, the report concluded that there will be little performance difference between the two consoles, and that ensuring that multi-platform games look the same could become a political issue, with neither console wanting to be seen as having the inferior version. Moving up the news ladder, we come to Apple's announcement that a new iPhone is on the way with more muscle for gaming. The iPhone 5S will include a 64-bit A7 chip, run OpenGL ES 3.0, and, according to Apple, have twice the power of the iPhone 5. At the same event, Chair Entertainment announced Infinity Blade 3, the final game in the massively popular mobile game series. Both the game and the iPhone will be available next week. The all-digital gaming future inches ever closer this week with Valve's announcement of Steam Family Sharing. Designed to let family members and friends play one another's Steam games, the feature allows you to designate up to 10 devices to share your library of installed Steam games. Not every game is eligible for sharing, and only one player will have access to the library at a time, with the owner given priority over borrowers. A limited beta is expected to begin next week, and family sharing will eventually be available on PC, Mac, and Linux. So who would you let borrow your Steam games? I would trust my brother, maybe a few friends, but not you, Shay Barnes, because you borrowed my G1 Jetfire Transformer and never gave it back. Our top 2 stories of the week come from a Sony press conference that was bursting with Vita news. First up is the new version of the PlayStation Vita hardware. It'll be lighter and thinner, have longer battery life, and come with a gigabyte of built-in memory. The charger is changing to micro USB, the screen is changing to LCD, and it comes in 6 color varieties, half of which are rarely seen outside of Easter baskets. The probably going to be called Vita Slim comes out on October 10th in Japan, but no word on broader release plans. And the biggest story of the week, the announcement of the PlayStation Vita TV home streaming device entertainment center object thingy. The PS Vita TV is a small box that will plug into your television and allow you to play PSP, original PlayStation, and PS Vita games on the big screen. It will also beam games from your primary PlayStation 4 setup to other TVs in your home network, and it will work with streaming video services like Hulu. Though only announced for release in Japan in November, Sony has played coy about the possibility of release in other regions. There you have it, folks, the top 5 news stories of the week, courtesy of the GameSpot Newsroom. Join the conversation in the comments below, or let your voice be heard via Twitter using the hashtag GSNews. Your regular GameSpot News host, Jess McDonald, is returning from vacation next week, but we're sending her off to Japan to cover Tokyo Game Show, so I'll be hosting the news for at least another week. It'll be fun! Subscribe to us on YouTube so you don't miss any of our TGS coverage, and have a great weekend.